Okay, I just wanted to throw this into whatever the first video is that I'm posting in November, which will probably be my wrap up and my TBR. But I am sure you guys have noticed I didn't post anything through the month of October, and that was because we have been sick. I am trying to find a good posting schedule for me and the kids because we are so busy between school and after school activities and work and all that. So I mean, I'm trying to just get to the flow. I'm hoping that come 2014 we'll be able to get into a regular like routine of posting. I'm thinking maybe like five, so that I can have like one a week, and then the extra one will be like my wrap up and my TBR. And I have been doing them at the start of the month, each month for like the previous month's wrap up, and then that month's TBR. So I think I might continue to do it that way. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I am trying to get back on track with my filming and editing and all that, but trying to find time in between everything has been very difficult for me. So it's kind of taking a little longer than I had thought. And then on top of that, we've all been getting sick. If you can't tell from my voice, let's get on to whatever video is coming after this. So this is going to be my October wrap up and my November TBR. So here we go. First, we're going to go into my wrap up of the month. There was a lot. How many were there? Hold on. I think there was like 24. My first one of the month was My Morning Pages. I read this as like an arc, but I think it came out prior. I'm not 100% sure. I got it off of Book Siren. I'm also part of their street team, so that's another reason why I read it. I read The Predator by RuNyx. I liked it. That's pretty much all I have to say. I do want to read the next one just to see what's going on. And I read a fanfic. It was another Hermione. It's Remain Nameless. This one was really cute because they were in like a Muggle coffee shop, and I just loved it. That's it. I do have a vlog coming out for it soon. And then after that, I read Ceremonials. I forgot what this one was about. I think it was just like extras from that book. Yeah, it was another Hermione fanfic. You'll see it in the vlog. Then I read one from my Kindle called Love Bites. This one was good. This was about werewolves, and I thought it was pretty interesting. I don't remember much of it, but I do know it's a series, and I am curious to go on because I think there's vampires that come out soon. I read Mistlefoe. This one was so cute. I know it was for Christmas, and I read it in October, but I just loved it. I did not want to wait and like skip over it to go on to the next book. So I was like, I'm gonna read it, and I loved it. It was so cute. It is a novella though, so it is very short. Then I read another Hermione fanfic. This was Love in the Time of the Zombie Apocalypse, and I very much enjoyed this one. This one was very gory. I actually suggested this to one of my friends because I was like, this is really good for Halloween because it's zombies. There's so much gore, but it's a Hermione fanfic at the same time. So it was good. It was real good. It was gory though. I kind of got grossed out a couple of times. And I'm pretty sure I cried during this one too. And then I read The River at Night. I didn't really like that one as much as I thought I would. I did end up, I'm sending it to my friend, so I hope she enjoys it more than I did. And then this one was a good one. In the Likely Event, this is for a vlog you'll be seeing. And again, oh my god, this book had me crying, but I loved it so much. So Rebeca Yarros so far has been a hit for me, even though I've only read 2 books. But I am very excited to read a third one that's coming very soon. And then another one that I read, I actually put this on my TBR last year, but I never ended up reading it. So I decided for Halloween I will read it this year. It's Halloween Spirit, and again, this one was interesting and I really liked it. I don't know what it is, but I love like demons and all that in my Halloween reads, and that was very smutty. And then I kept going with the Dex and Perry Experiments in Terror. This one was And With Madness Comes the Light by Karina, Halle. I'm really enjoying this series. I have more that I'm reading, and I'm pretty sure I read like 2 other ones this month, like in October. So I loved it. I'm really enjoying them. And then I read Butcher and Blackbird. This was not what I expected at all. At all. I love this. It was really good. People were comparing it to the Mindfuck series, and I agree with the murder part. However, that was like emotional. This was like a rom-com, and I very much was all for it. I actually did suggest that I suggested it to my best friends too, because I was like, this is so good. Then I read Knox. This one I was not that, like, I wasn't really into it. I am also sending this one to my friend. Then The Sinner and the Scholar. This is a good one. This one I read because it was like Supernatural, Buffy, and the Da Vinci Code, and oh my god, it was perfect. I really like this, and I am going to keep going with this series. And then I read Hollow, which I'm very excited for the next one because that's on my TBR too. But Hollow was by Karina Halle. Yes, I'm on a Karina Halle roll. So far this year I have read 20. Yes, you heard me right. 20 of her books. But I'm loving them. They're like so good. Like I don't think I rate them more than like 4 stars, but I really enjoy them. They're just not like always memorable to me. But when I'm reading them, I'm thoroughly enjoying them. And then another fanfic. I read Draco Malfoy and the Mortifying Ordeal of Being in Love. This one was a slow burn romance between Draco and Hermione again. He is in charge of like minding her, like pretty much her bodyguard, and it's awesome. He's an aura. She's like a scientist, and she has like this idea, and like Kingsley, who is minister, feels like it's gonna put her in harm's way. And was he glad that, like, Draco was glad that he got tasked with this, because he ends up falling for her. I loved it. And then I read Magic and Medicine, which I got this as an ARC. I actually ended up reading it the day before it came out, and I'm kind of glad I did. But I really enjoyed this story. I am going to keep going with it. Again, it's an urban fantasy, so it was like modern day Doctor in a fantasy world. Yeah, I like that. That's exactly what it was. Oh, look at that. And I did. So then I read another one by Karina Halle from The Experiment in Terror. I read Come Alive. Again, enjoyed it. I feel like that's all I can say about it because I did vlog about it, and like my feelings haven't changed. I've really enjoyed the whole series so far. And then I had a reread, Breath Mints and Battle. See, I keep wanting to look over here, but that's not where the camera is. It's over here. I need to put like little googly eyes or something on it so that I can remember you're there. Okay, I'm trying. I really am. Okay. So Breath Mints and Battle Scars is the next one. This was a reread for me. This was a Hermione fanfic that was set after the war. They win, obviously. Voldemort dies, and this is when they go back to school to try to finish out their schooling, and Draco is sent there, and so is Hermione, and it's like their romance, and like them, it's really trauma bonding, like a big time trauma bonding. But overall, I really enjoyed it. It was a reread, obviously. It was on my mind a lot. Yeah. And then I read another LJ Shen. This was a recent one in one of the series that she has. This is Fallen Foe. I really enjoy LJ Shen. While I find like her stories are very similar, I still really love reading her stuff because she was like one of the first authors that I read for romance. So it's kind of like a throwback, and some of my favorites are hers. So I really just enjoy all of her writing overall. And then, so Ashes to Ashes, and then as well as Dust to Dust. Love that because these two were about creepy little school kids in an asylum. And again, it's Karina Halle and the Experiments in Terror series. Yeah, this one freaked me out, okay? I got real scared. But again, I love the romance in it. And, like, it gets smutty, like, real smutty. But, like, yes, I love it. it's terrifying. And then, so to continue in that series, you have to jump to Perry's sister Ada's story, and the first one in that is Veiled, and this is pretty much where you find out that she's a demon hunter, demon slayer. Like, she's pretty much kicking ass against demons. And again, I really like this story, and I can't wait to continue it. It's so good. Like, I don't know, all of Karina Halle's writing I always give 4 stars, like I said, but I just really enjoy her writing, and there's something about her horror that's really gotten to me, especially like the kids in the last 2 books. Creepy. And there was a demon. It was like a demon dog, but he was like a human. It was nope. Finish out the month, I read The Lucky Shamrock, and this one really surprised me. You'll see it in the vlog because it is for a dedicated vlog for my romance reveal box, and I was very surprised with this book, is what I'm going to tell you. But yeah, it just shows you can't judge a book by its cover. Just saying. And again, flower shops. I don't know what it is. I really like a story with a flower shop. The same thing happened with Forget Me Not. The flowers. I don't know. So that is all of my books that I have read in October, and yeah, overall I think this has been a good reading month. I am excited for the next month because there's a lot coming up, so I'm gonna like jump into it now, and let's talk about my TBR. For my November TBR, I have, how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 books that I plan on reading. A lot of these are new releases. Let's get started. So my first one is A Court of Thorns and Roses. So my best friend read this one, and I kind of want to read along with her. So I'm going to read this one, and then I'm going to see when she's going to read the next one, so that we can do a buddy read again, because I love doing buddy reads with her. She read the Loser series with me, so yeah. Then A Demon's Guide to Wooing a Witch is coming out on November 28th, and I can't wait to pick that up because I am loving that series so far. I mean, this is only the second book, but the first book was like so good, and I only read it because I thought the cover was pretty, and I ended up loving it. So I'm hoping that this happens again because this one also has a very pretty cover. And I'm sure, as everyone knows, on November 7th, Iron Flame is coming out. Mine says it'll be here on Wednesday, so I can't wait. But, yes, so that is obviously on the TBR. I did want to try to reread Fourth Wing, but I might still. I'm not sure. And then on the same day as Iron Flame comes out, Bookshops and Bone Dust comes out. I'm very excited for that one, too. This is the next book in the Legend of Latte series, which I thought that was just a comfy little read. So on the 14th, Do Your Worst comes out, and this one again is totally a cover, like, it's a cover read. I just really enjoy the cover. I don't even remember anything about it. So again, this is totally a cover read. I really don't know anything about it. There might be vampires, I can't remember, but these ones have already come out. So Take You Down is by Oh Hey It's McKay. She just wrote this book, and I bought it like right away, and I plan on reading it this month, and I love rockstar romances, so I'm very excited for it. Another one that I really just love the name. I really just love the name and the cover art, and that's Morbidly Yours. Again, just the cover. Just look at it. Come on, look at it. And then, as you probably already know, I said in Hello, I'm gonna read Legend by Karina Halle. This is gonna be like my, oh my god, actually, because I've already read some more Karina Halle books, so I may be closer to 25 now. It's a Wide Shoes Sleepy Hollow retelling, and I'm loving it so far. I cannot wait to keep reading, so yeah. That's it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you stick around. I have some vlogs coming up. Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for sticking around, and we'll hope to see you in the next one.